Hey guys, and welcome back to another how-to video. Today we're going to take a look at how to add mods to your game. So when I started farming, I was back in Farm Sim 17, and I didn't really mess with mods too much for a little bit of time until I was kind of comfortable with the game. But at that point, I was pretty curious on how to add mods. I really couldn't figure it out. It was a little difficult to figure out what was going on. So I hit the old YouTubes to try to figure out how to add mods, and was lucky enough to come across some videos. So I wanted to, now that I'm doing videos, kind of give back to maybe the new farmer that's just starting Farm Sim 19 for the first time and might be curious on how to do that very thing, add mods to your game. There are a few ways to add mods to Farm Sim 19. One of the easiest ways is right from within the game menu. You can see right here at the main menu, there is a mod section. Click on that. We're going to go to the in-game mod hub. In the in-game mod hub, we've got various categories. Of course, this is very early in Farm Sim's launch, Farm Sim 19's launch. So there are just a few mods available, but there will be obviously more categories come out. And then up here at the top, we're basically seeing all the categories. We can click on the installed mods, and we can basically see which mods are installed. We can go here and we can see which mods need to be updated, see which mods are being downloaded. You can see any DLCs, mods that are rated best or top based on rating. You can see most downloaded mods. So again, since we are very early in the life of Farm Sim 19, lots of these things are duplicated. And then we're going to see the latest mods. This will be a good section to come on a fairly regular basis just to see and keep on top of things. Let's go back here to the category. And so we've got maps. Go in here and we can see here is South American map. See the file size, the version, various information about the map. We can see that this particular map is installed. Back. And small tractors. So we've got a Dutz Agrostar 661. Click on that. And basically we get nice little pictures of the map, a little bit of a description and everything. And if we want to install it, we're just going to click install. It says it was added to our download list. Go over here and look at our download list. Oh, must have downloaded already. Indeed, there it is, set installed. Let's go back to the mod hub. Now it says 100%, so it's saying that it is installed. Then we've got two harvesters here, but we're not going to install these from the mod hub. We're going to go and look at another way to install these mods. But something that is new to the in-game mod hub, Farm Sim 19, is this search capability. So we can search, let's search case. And now we can see the results of our case search is the case harvester and the case grain cutter that is also mod. So that is basically one way of adding the, oops, I did not want to do. Well, since I didn't want to do that, I can show you how to uninstall a mod from this very list. So we can go to installed, click on our cutter here that we accidentally installed, and we can just click uninstall. Yes. Now it's been uninstalled. We'll see that it is no longer listed here in our installed list. Back. Now the game will close and reload when you add or delete a mod. That is so that it can reinitialize mod folder, and that's what that blanking out of the screen was. See if we pull up the log here, you'll see it's hard to read because of the logo here, but it says load mod, and then it lists the mod, and there's basically 1, 2, 3, there's 4 of those listed because we now have 4 mods installed in our mod folder. So even if we haven't activated the mod, the game is loading it into memory, at least loading a portion of it into memory. So that's something important to take note of with respect to mods. And there will be another few videos related to mods coming out in the channel after this one. one that relates with basically how to manage multiple mod folders. Some will say that that's really not necessary anymore. Some will say that that wasn't necessary in 17. But there have been instances where it's been pretty clear that a non-activated mod has kind of bled out into the game and affected your gameplay just by existing in the mod folder. So what I like to do is have separate mod folders, and we'll go into that in another video. So let's jump over to our web browser, and we'll see another way that we can install mods. So here we are at the farmingsimulator.com website, and we have mods. So if we click on that, we're going to go straight to the FarmSim 19 mod hub. There we have the same mods that we saw here in the mod hub in game. And then we've got some other mods down here that have the prefab label on them. Prefab label is for folks who are building maps or are editing a map. So prefabbed mods are not to be installed for actual gameplay. They're to be installed using the Giants editor to enhance either a map that you're building or a map that you are editing. So don't download any prefab mods and try to stick them in your mod folder. You're not going to get the results that you're wanting. So let's take a look. Click on our case cutter here. Again, we've got screenshots that we can look at, get information about the mod. You can go in here and we can rate the mod, which is extremely important. If you download a mod, please go in here and rate it. That way the folks that did the mod have an understanding of how good does the community like their mod. So you could click download here, and it would download the mod to your downloads folder. I've already downloaded this mod, so we're not going to have to bother with waiting to download this one also. You want to go back here, since I talked about rating these mods, I want to go in here and rate this map. I've already explored the map, so I already have a good sense as to what I think the map rating should be. So I've rated that. I'm not going to go in here, and I'm not going to rate good. What are we at? Speed. Mod. Oh, that's 2015. What are we doing there? Jump here back to 2019. Okay. So you can also tell up here at the title, it says FS 2019 here in the title. So that way we know what game we're working in. Somehow we landed in the FS 2015. Pretty interesting. All right, so we've already downloaded our mod. So let's go and look at in Explorer at where we put our mods. Okay, so here we are in File Explorer, and you can see we are sitting at the My Games Farming Simulator 19 folder. Okay, and we have a mods folder here. Go in here and look at our mods folder. You'll see that we have the Estancia La Pacha map that said was installed, 2 Mahindra mods that it said were installed, and we also now have the Dutes Agristar mod that we downloaded from the in-game mod hub. Well, if we go over here to our downloads, okay, you can see here I had already downloaded the Dutes. Delete that. Here's where I just downloaded another copy of that header. Delete that. So here are 2 mods that I downloaded earlier today that I want to put into the game. Well, the first thing we need to do, getting ahead of myself, is we need to close FarmSim 19. Can't have FarmSim 19 open when we are trying to play in our mod folder. Okay, let's close FarmSim 19. Let's take our mods. Let's cut them out of downloads, and let's place them into our mods folder. Just like this, all zipped up and everything. Okay, we don't want to unzip these because if you play multiplayer, you need to have your mods in a zip format. If you play single player, you could have the mods unzipped, but in multiplayer, they really need to be zipped up. So let's go ahead and launch our game again. and get back over here. Waiting, there we go. And if we go into the mod hub here again, and we look at installed, you'll see that the two harvester mods are now listed as installed. So that's good. So now let's go back to basically how do we use them in the game. So let's go to career and let's start a new game. Let's start farm manager just so we have plenty of cash, and we'll do Ravenport. Okay, we're at our character customization screen, and the next screen we come to is our mod selection screen. This is where we activate or deactivate a mod for the particular game save that we're going to do. So let's say we wish to deactivate the Mahindra Retriever Limited Edition. Okay, so we're going to deactivate that, but we're going to leave the regular edition. We're going to leave these two case mods and the Deutz Agristar selected. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hit start. And what this is doing is it is now loading up the map. It's loading up the mods also that we have selected. And here in a few moments, we should have a go button down here in the lower left corner. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on in. We've got the start button. All right, so here we are in farm manager mode. The one reason I wanted to pick this was because we need money, and farm manager mode gives us lots of money. So let's go and look at the shop, and let's look at the garage. So we had a small tractor. We activated the Deutz Far. Right here it is. So any mod you can identify, basically it's going to be at the end of the list, and it's going to have mod down here at the bottom. Pick that, load up in the shop, get it, change our settings. I really like the store here in 19. See, communal tires, we don't have any setup. They're narrow communal tires. Then we can buy the mod, and there we go. So if we go back and we look at harvesters, again, we can scroll to the end of the list, and here is our Case 1660 harvester. No options to it. And if we go over here to trailers, go to our headers, and we can see that we have the 1030 14-foot harvester or header. Okay. And again, go back to vehicles and we go to cars. There's that Mahindra, but we don't have the limited edition that was selected. So let's exit the game. Okay. And then we're going to activate that limited edition. And then we're going to jump back in. And basically I'll show you. Then that is now listed. So we're going to activate limited edition. You see it is now checked. Go ahead and start. Waiting for the map to load up. Hit start. Let's go to the shop. Go to cars. And you'll see now that the limited edition is there, as well as the Mahindra. Also go here and just look at case. And again, it's going to be at the end of the list. The mods will be at the end of the list. Also search by brand. So guys, I hope that was helpful to you. If you are new to Farm Sim 19, I'm going to be saying 17 for a while, I think. If you're new to Farm Sim 19 and you were looking to get into mods, how to add mods, hope that video was helpful. If it was, please go ahead and click that like button and go ahead and subscribe, because we're going to have new how-to videos coming out in the channel very shortly. So until next time, guys, happy farming.